it's Maddie here. Today I'll be teaching you how to crochet these super tiny, adorable, tiny flowers. They are very tiny and cute. These tiny flowers only use double crochets, chains, and a slip stitch. So if you're a beginner, this is a good tiny project to start with because it doesn't take too long. And I also made this tutorial pretty slow. So if you are new, this is a good tiny project to start with. All right, let's begin crocheting. The type of yarn I'm going to be using today is going to be a medium weight acrylic yarn, and then I'm going to be using a 5mm size crochet hook with that. But if you have a different type of yarn that you want to use, that'll work perfectly fine. You just want to make sure that your crochet hook goes well with the size yarn that you're using. To begin making your flower, we're going to start off by making a magic ring. Now to do this, we're going to take that tail end of your yarn and you're going to hold that in your left hand like this. And then with this long strand, we're going to wrap it around 2 of our fingers like this. Turn your hand and make an X on top of your 2 fingers with the yarn, just like this. And then I'm going to hold this strand with my pinky. Once you have that X and you're holding that strand nice and tight, we're going to go ahead and take our hook, place it underneath this first loop here, and we're going to grab this long strand right here with our hook. So we're going to grab that, you're going to pull it all the way out, twist your crochet hook up so you now have a loop on your crochet hook, and then from here we're going to yarn over with our long strand again, and then we're going to pull this strand through the loop we have on our hook. So just go ahead and pull that all the way through. And then once you remove that from your fingers, you will have made a magic ring. Now I know making a magic ring can be very difficult, especially if you're a beginner. So if you are having a difficult time making the magic ring, I do have a more detailed tutorial, which I'll link down below in the description if you want to check that out. It may help you if you're having a hard time making that magic ring, but remember to have patience and try it a couple times till you get it right, because that magic ring can be a little bit difficult. Once you finish making your magic ring, we're going to go ahead and make 2 chains. To make a chain, you're going to take your hook, you're going to yarn over like this, and then we're going to take this strand of yarn and we're going to pull that through the loop we have on our hook. So we're going to take our hook and pull that all the way through like this. And that's how you make 1 chain. Let's go ahead and make another chain. So we're just going to yarn over and then pull this strand through the loop we have on our hook. So just pull that all the way through, just like that. And now you should have 2 chains. And this will be the beginning of our first petal. After you make 2 chains, we're going to make 2 double crochets into our magic ring. And I'll show you how to do that. We're going to take our hook, we're going to yarn over, insert your hook through the magic ring. So put it in through that magic ring like this. From here, we're going to yarn over again. And we're going to pull our hook out of the magic ring like this to pull up that extra loop. From here, you should have 3 loops on your hook. We're going to take our hook and we're going to yarn over again. And we're going to pull through with this strand through 2 of the loops we have in our hook. So we're going to pull that through 1 and 2 of those loops, just like that. And then we're going to yarn over again. And we're going to pull that strand through the last 2 loops that we have on our hook. Just like that. And now you've made your first double crochet. We're going to go ahead and make another double crochet in that magic ring the same way we made that first double crochet. And again, I'll show you how to do that. We're going to start off by yarning over. And then we're going to insert a hook through our magic ring like this. And then we're going to yarn over again and pull out a loop. So pull your hook out of that magic ring. So that way you're left with 3 loops on your hook. From here, we're going to yarn over and we're going to pull that strand through 2 of our loops. 1 and 2. And then from here, we're going to yarn over again and pull that strand through the last 2 loops to finish off our double crochet. Just like that. After the 2 double crochets, we're going to go ahead and make 2 more chains. And again, to make a chain, you'll just yarn over and pull that strand through the loop you have in your hook. Just like that. To make 1 chain, let's go ahead and make another chain. So just yarn over and pull through. And now you have 2 chains. From here, we're going to make a slip stitch into this magic ring. And to do that, all you're going to do is you're going to take your hook, place it into our magic ring. So put it into your magic ring again. And then from here, we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. So you should have 2 loops on your hook like this. From here, we're going to place this loop in through this one. So pull that loop through that second loop you had on your hook, just like that, to make your slip stitch. And now, if you look, you will have made your first petal of your flower. And we're going to make a total of 5 of these petals. So let's go ahead and start on our next petal. And to do that, we're going to start off with 2 chains. So yarn over and pull through to make 1 chain, yarn over and pull through to make your second chain, just like that. And then after those first 2 chains, we're going to make 2 double crochets into our magic ring, just like we did in that previous petal. And again, to make a double crochet, we're going to take our hook, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook through that big magic ring, and then we're going to yarn over and pull out a loop. So pull your hook out of that magic ring. So you should have 3 loops on your hook. From here, we're going to yarn over, and then we're going to pull that strand through 2 of our loops that we have on our hook. So 1 and 2. And then from here, you'll yarn over again and pull through the last 2 of those loops to finish off your double crochet. Let's make 1 more double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook through your magic ring, yarn over and pull up a loop. So you should have the 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops, 1 and 2, and then yarn over again and pull through the last 2 loops to finish off that second double crochet. After the 2 double crochets, we're going to go ahead and chain 2. So just yarn over and pull through. There's 1 and 2 chains. From here, we're going to make a slip stitch into our magic ring. And to do that, you'll take your hook, place it in through your magic ring. You're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. So you should have 2 loops in your hook. And then from here, we're going to take this loop and we're going to put it through this one. So grab that loop and pull it through the second to make your slip stitch. And now, as you can see, we have 2 of our petals. Also, if your magic ring starts to get a little bit too big, you can just go ahead and take that tail and pull on that a little bit, and that will tighten up that magic ring a little bit more. Don't pull it all the way tight though, because we still have 3 more petals to make into that magic ring before we fully tighten it. Let's go ahead and make our 3rd petal. And again, we're going to start off with 2 of the chains. So we're going to take your hook, yarn over and pull through to make 1 chain, yarn over and pull through to make 2, just like that. And then after those 2 chains, we'll go ahead and make 2 double crochets. So we'll take our hook, yarn over, insert it through our magic ring, yarn over again and pull up a loop. So you should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2 to finish that double crochet. Let's make 1 more double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2, just like that. And then after the 2 double crochets, go ahead and chain 2. So yarn over and pull through. There's 1 and 2. And then after the 2 chains, we'll go ahead and make a slip stitch into our magic ring. And to do that, you'll just take your hook, place it into your magic ring, yarn over and pull up a loop. So you should have the 2 loops in your hook. And then we're going to put this loop in through this one with our hook, just like this, to make our slip stitch. And now we have 3 petals. Ta-da! So pretty. I'm going to go ahead and make the last 2 petals, starting off with the 2 chains, the 2 double crochets, the 2 chains, and then that slip stitch. And all the petals are going to be the same, just like we've been doing. So I'm going to go ahead and make the last 2 petals. I just finished making those last 2 petals, so now we have a total of 5 adorable little petals. And now from here, what we can go ahead and do is tighten up our magic ring. And to do that, you'll just take that tail end of the yarn, and I like to hold this in place while I tighten it. And again to tighten that magic ring, you'll just pull on that tail, and it should tighten up that magic ring like that. See how it's getting smaller? And you'll just go ahead and pull it all the way nice and tight, and now you should have a cute tiny flower. If you do want to have that magic ring a little bit looser, you can. Just don't pull your magic ring all the way tight if you don't want it to be fully closed. Sometimes I'll do that. It depends on what kind of project I'm using it for. And then once you tighten your magic ring, we'll go ahead and chain 1. So just yarn over and pull through. And then we can go ahead and trim the rest of our yarn. And I like to leave a few inches so that way I can sew in the tail a bit easier. So just go ahead and trim your yarn. And then to fasten this off, you'll just take your hook and pull it all the way up till that tail comes out. And then when you pull on that tail, it should tighten it up. And ta-da! Now you have a cute little flower. That's so cute. I love it. And once that's fully fastened off, we can now go ahead and sew in the ends. And to do that, I just like to take a yarn needle and I'll just go ahead and thread that like this. And then I'll just go ahead and hide that tail in some of the stitches like this. And then I'll just go ahead and pull that all the way through. And I do that a couple times just to make sure everything's nice and secure before I finish trimming the rest of that tail. So after you sew a bit of that tail in, you can then go ahead and trim the rest of that yarn. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same for the other tail, and then you can see the final flower. Crocheted a tiny adorable little flower. I love the way these turn out every single time. It doesn't matter what color I make them, they always turn out so pretty. And I haven't made a project with these yet using just the flowers, so I was thinking about gluing them onto a picture frame because I've seen people do that before and it looks really cute. So I'll probably do that with all of them because I have a bunch of them that I've made because they don't take too long and they're just cute. I love tiny things if you haven't guessed already. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and if you did, don't forget to give this video a like and let me know down below in the comments what you're going to use the little flowers for and if I'm a good teacher or not. Ooh, I should make some with this thick pretty yarn. It's cotton candy colors. Anyway, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!